we did a game where you have to go bobbing for corn in a bucket of cream corn.
Ew!
We had over 100 kids playing this game, but unfortunately, one kid got sick and threw up in the bucket of cream corn. We didn't have time to stop the game, so I grabbed a stick.
What?
Yes, you did.
And secretly gave it a stir and yelled next.
Hey guys, welcome back to Youth Group Chronicles. My name is Sam T. Moss, and I'd like to introduce you to my friends, Sam T. Moss and Mackenzie Smolin. My name is Isaiah Smallwood. Yeah, you can start it. Go ahead.
Welcome back to the podcast, everybody. If this is your first time listening to the show on Youth Group Chronicles, basically what we do is my guests will blind react to youth ministry stories, the crazy, the foul, the wild stories that everyone sends in that happens in youth ministry. We have fun reliving them, rehashing them.
Rehashing
them.
I will start with some email submissions. If you have stories that you want to send in, ygchronicles@gmail.com. Send in your story to the show, and you might just get featured here on the podcast. This is a name I'm just going to keep anonymous, even though they didn't ask, but apparently they have never told anybody this story. So I'm just going to...
Oh, you're sweet.
Yeah.
You're sweet.
Just wait for the story and you'll realize why.
Praise God.
One summer for youth group, we did a game where you have to go bobbing for corn on the cob in a bucket of cream corn.
Ew!
This
that
was
is
set
country.
up. This was set up like a relay race. We had over 100 kids playing this game, but unfortunately, one kid got sick and threw up in the bucket of cream corn. Now, because it was such a fast-paced game, we didn't have time to stop the game. So I grabbed a stick.
What?
Yes, you did.
And secretly gave it a stir and yelled next.
No, bro.
No. You know what? You should keep him anonymous because that is a violation on every single level. That is human rights violation. That is health code violation.
Wow,
that is criminal. That's a criminal violation.
Is that criminal?
Honestly, that's
whatever
criminal.
violation. It's a funny violation. That's
Wow.
all.
That's
I have to say.
disgusting.
Oh, it's disgusting, but it's hilarious.
Wow, bro.
That's not
He
hilarious.
said no one knows to this day.
Now we do.
Yeah, but no
Wow,
one knows.
Now
who
we
sent it
do.
in.
You know what the Lord does? Remember that big screen we were talking about? Pulled up on Judgment Day.
Wow, bro.
Those little kids ate somebody else's vomit. And what are you talking about? We
If
didn't
I
have time to
found
stop.
out that was me or my kid, bro.
What are you talking about?
Like, if my kid...
Isaiah gets so mad at this stuff.
What are you talking about? You didn't have time to stop. Honestly.
Nah, bro. You were there.
What do you mean?
You were right there.
You could have stopped your clock?
If you had time to stir it, bro, you could have had time to been like, nah, we're done.
Exactly.
Kid threw up. Are you kidding me?
Exactly.
Like, yo, I'm actually mad.
You should have had like a fail-safe bucket with extra cream corn in it.
No.
Yes.
First of all, why are we doing that? Why are we doing that? Could we not just do water?
They have to be mad country. They have to be.
Come on. Nah, bro.
There is always one story every few
bro.
episodes that Isaiah will be mad about for a week.
Nah.
No,
Like,
honestly,
I'll hear about it. He'll text me. He'll be like, I'm still mad about that.
No,
bro.
that's enraging.
Like the last one. You remember the one that I thought they were like inside of the baptism pool? They were in some cereal, bro. They were like...
You jumped
bro.
conclusions so bad. All right, listen to this. Tell me what you think of this story.
Okay.
They were doing a cereal eating contest out of a baptismal. All the kids go up and they eat the cereal out of the baptismal tank. And he assumed that everyone was just in there swimming, just chomping down on the cereal. Like,
Isaiah.
and I'm like, they probably like leaned over with spoons. He's like, oh, you know what? That makes so much more sense.
You know what? I did get the same visual of everybody being in it though, and just like kind
You
of
know
like
what I
mouthing.
mean?
Yeah, just
Like,
kinda like,
bro. And then some creamed corn. And then you going to let somebody puke in it? And then next? Nah, bro. Nah, bro.
Yeah, that's foul.
If you're a youth pastor at that, if that's you really got to go home and
You gotta
do
repent.
some searching of your heart.
soul searching.
Because, like, do you love these kids? That's crazy to me.
Did you stir it with your hand?
He said a stick. So he didn't feel like he needed to get in it. Why did he need to use
It's
a stick?
unsanitary to use your
That's
hand.
a good question.
You know what I mean?
That's a conscience question.
Yeah,
Like,
but wait. It's
is it
unsanitary to
unsanitary?
stick your hand in.
Oh, it's unsanitary.
Okay.
Right? Yeah.
But I let
So let's
these
use a stick
little
to stir
kids
around some puke.
with their still growing immune
It
systems.
was probably like a little bit of spit up.
Yeah,
Just
right?
a little bit of vomit.
Even a little bit. The fact that other people's faces are going in this cream corn.
Ew, I hate
Like,
how
bro.
you said that.
Nah.
Yo,
Corn?
honestly, that game sounds absolutely disgusting without that even happening.
Like,
I
bro.
wouldn't play. There's no way.
And what are we bobbing for? Corn on the cob?
This is the reason why people buy cream corn in the first place.
What?
Why? For stupid games like this?
Right here. This
'Cause
is what
no
all
one
the
eats that
This
junk.
is what all the can drives go to.
It's like, what is that? Corn hash? What is corn hash?
No, but you do put it in corn casserole, and it's good.
In corn casserole?
Yeah.
Cream corn?
Yes, it's a can of cream corn and then a can of regular corn, and then you've got sour cream, butter, and eggs.
You lost me at sour
it
cream.
The
up.
only
I'm
cream
No, it's
that
so
I
good.
think is good is like cream of wheat.
I've never had
I don't
that.
know
What
what
is
Yo,
that?
cream of wheat is fire.
Is
do
that
you
like a
do with
cereal
it?
or something?
Yo,
What do you
it's
do with
it's
it?
a breakfast food. It's kind of like grits.
Okay.
Maybe I would like
What
it.
did you just
Is
do to
it
your
warm
face
or
when
is
I
it
said
cold?
grits?
You don't like grits?
I don't know.
You've never had grits?
No, I've
There's
never
a
had
reason
grits.
why.
They're so good.
Are they warm
There's
or
a
cold?
reason
Stop
why.
it.
No,
Stop
no,
it.
we're
Stop
gonna be
it.
honest.
Stop it.
No, we're gonna be real.
It's because he's from New York.
I'm not from New York.
He's
Yes,
not
you
from
are
New
now.
York. See?
You are now.
See?
You are now.
Nah. You want to know why you ain't never had grits?
Don't
Why?
say it.
No, you can say it.
Because you're not from the
You're
South.
not from the South.
What's wrong with saying that? You can say that. You've said it
That's
before.
the real reason.
Gotcha.
the
All
real
right,
reason.
that's fair. Have you ever had overnight oats?
No.
Sierra
Yeah.
makes it, and it's like
I've tried
cold
it.
oatmeal that you put in the fridge. Nasty.
I'm
I don't know
good.
how she
Nasty?
eats it, but it's,
No, I'm
yeah, I did
good.
not like it. I've tried it. Something about it being cold. Can't do it.
Nah, but for
That's
real,
fair.
shame on you, bro.
For not having grits?
No, for
the
the
cream
cream corn.
corn.
Oh.
Shame on you, bro. For real. That's crazy.
But you know what? Thank you for coming out with it in a safe space.
No, this is not. This is
Yo,
the worst place.
yo. This guy even gave us his name, but I'm like, I feel like I can't use his name
No,
because he
thank you
said
for
no
not.
one knows to this
I need
day.
his
Yeah,
name
thank you
Everyone's
for
going to
not.
know.
I need
No.
his name after this
No.
and his email.
Don't do it because
I'm gonna send him a
no,
personalized
because
email
some
address.
parent is listening to this and they're gonna be like, "That was my little Timmy," and yeah.
Yeah,
him anonymous.
Jameson.
This
Jameson
is-
Gina put their face in that.
Oh my gosh.
You are calling back something that wasn't even on the show. This is a story from Jason Boyles. Jason said, "My most embarrassing youth leader story was when some of our guys wanted to go to a haunted house. Our youth pastor didn't want to go with them, so he
Amen.
sent me instead, since I was the only guy leader."
You
I
go.
had-
He was an intern.
He was a leader, yeah. I had never been to a haunted house before, so I had no idea what to expect. They had our group line up and put both our hands on the shoulders of the person in front of us, and I ended up being the last person in our line. Each room of the house got scarier, and when we were near the end, a guy dressed like a butcher holding a meat cleaver jumped out, as well as a few zombies. Well, I freaked out and started screaming like a little kid. I looked behind me, and in the strobe lights and fog, it looked like the zombies were actually following our group. So I screamed at all our youth group kids, "Run! Run! They're not stopping. They're following us." But what I thought was a zombie behind me said, "Relax, dude. We're just the tourist group behind you."
Oh my gosh. That is so embarrassing. To a whole haunted house? See, this is why you don't play with the spirit of fear. This is why you don't play
I
with
hate
that.
anything scary, so I would not. I will stay out of it with you.
Oh my gosh. Relax, bro. We're just I want to know who the G's were standing behind him that like did not care.
I wanted to know what they look like.
To be
compared
To
to
think
be
that you were a
compared to some
zombie?
zombies is crazy.
I got a visual of like that little kid from Up with like the little
That's
like we're just
I
a
don't-
tourist group.
I don't remember it. Like the little Boy
You've never
Scout
seen
kid?
Up?
I have, but it's been like 15
Yeah,
years.
like the little Asian kid with like the little bowl cut.
Oh,
Did you say
yes.
15?
How long has it been out?
We're gonna let you live.
A while. I think
It's
over
probably
10
been
years.
out
I
15
think it's
years.
over 10 years.
Up has not been out 15 years.
What's your guess?
Somebody look it up.
I'm looking
I'm
it
gonna
up.
say 13.
Up came out in 2015.
I'm going to say 13 years.
2009. 14 years. We were wrong, but we were close.
Nuh-uh.
What'd you say, 14?
No, I said 13.
Oh, yeah. Wow.
Thanks.
Thank
I
you.
just said that. My guy's got his AirPods in over there.
Thanks.
2009.
2009.
This is a story from Joel. Joel said, "One night for youth group, we had a guest
Joel.
speaker preach on the power of prayer. During his message, he told a story about one of his most faithful students and how they got a job at a local pizza parlor and was no longer attending youth group because she was too busy with her job. This made him pretty upset, as she was one of the good examples to the other girls. She kept promising that she was going to come back to youth group, but never did. After months of this going back and forth, he'd finally had enough, and he said if she wasn't going to be at youth group next week, that he would just have to pray that the pizza parlor burned down.
Oh.
She didn't show up, so he got the youth group together and they all prayed for this place to burn down. As he was going to bed that night, his phone rang and one of the students told him that it actually happened. The pizza parlor had burned down.
Yo.
He was literally in disbelief. He thought he was being joked around with by this kid until he got a call from the fire department, and they ended up doing a full investigation into him to make sure he wasn't an arson.
Oh my gosh. Yo. That man's got power. That's crazy.
That man knows how to pray.
That's like Elijah.
Literally.
That's wild. Good for him. I wouldn't choose the pizza parlor to burn down. I would have done something else like the DMV.
Or I would have just prayed that she felt conviction enough to come to church.
There you go.
If your prayer works
There's
like
the
that,
pastor.
then maybe we pray for that first and never pray for the demise of people.
I don't think anyone died.
No, I'm just saying.
I bet she was at
Somebody's
at
family-
church the week after that.
But I also bet that
Bet she
somebody's
was.
family wasn't able to make ends meet for a little while because of the fact that their pizza parlor
Nah,
burned
they
down.
got insurance.
No, you actually got insurance.
I
You
mean,
probably make
they
more
got
money off
insurance.
insurance.
Honestly,
They will-
he makes it work for the good of those that love him.
Yeah. So if they were saved, then they were fine.
He made it
However,
work.
actually,
Y'all are crazy right
if
now.
a restaurant
why.
burns down, if you just show them your books, I don't know the exact amount. They don't just give you the value of the building to rebuild
Right.
it. They actually will compensate you for lost revenue.
That's dope.
That's
Yeah.
fire.
I know a guy that happened.
Ah.
What? That's fire. Yo.
Stupid. You're stupid.
This is from Teresa. One of my most embarrassing youth group stories happened when I was 13. I was really excited to go to my first ever lock-in. I was also equally as excited because my crush was attending, and I was excited to spend all night playing games with him and hanging out. At the church, they had one of those powdered cappuccino machines, and I didn't want to miss out on anything. So I had a French vanilla cappuccino to help keep me awake. Then another and another, and by 2 a.m., I had 6 cappuccinos sloshing around in my otherwise empty stomach.
Oh, no.
And that's when it happened. I bumped into my crush, and he finally noticed me. And then he asked me if I wanted to go play pool with him. However, my response was to puke all 6 cappuccinos onto his brand new Nike shoes.
Of course it was.
Poor girl.
He was kind enough not to freak out or make any more of a scene as I ran to the bathroom. When I finally came out from the bathroom 15 minutes later, the floor was clean and he was walking around barefoot. He never said a word to anyone about what happened.
What a man of God. Aw, you know what?
That's a
is
stand-up
honestly
guy.
so sweet.
Stand-up guy.
That's so sweet. But don't ever do that again.
She says, I still don't think that he could stand the thought of a French vanilla cappuccino to this day, but
That's fair. Did they get married?
no.
Aw.
No.
This story
She
ain't
did
better
say
than
that.
the Rizzler. It's not better than the Rizzler. Not at all. That's my guy.
That was a
bro.
few episodes ago.
I don't.
That
I
was,
don't want to. I don't want
that's
to hear
my
that.
guy.
Mackenzie
bro.
doesn't want to rehash
No,
that story at
I'm
all.
disgusted.
The Rizzler, bro.
I'm disgusted.
This is a story from Michael S. Michael said, one of my biggest youth ministry fails happened when I was an intern at a church in Florida. Toward the end of the summer, a bunch of our high school students invited me and another intern to go kayaking out to an island in Tampa Bay. It took us a while to get to the island, and then when we got there, we spent a few hours walking around and hanging out. When we finally decided to leave and head back to the mainland, it was already getting dark.
Of course.
A few of the students had brought flashlights, so we managed to find our way back to where we had parked. But as we were approaching the mainland, we saw several police cars with their lights flashing surrounding our parked cars.
Of course.
We arrived to find out that one of the moms of the students didn't know that he had come with us, and reception was pretty much non-existent on the island. So she panicked, thinking her son had been kidnapped or worse, called the police, who went searching for him. Long story short, that student was grounded for the rest of the summer.
Dang. That's what happens when you don't tell mom where you're going. I swear, if Jericho
That's
ever
facts.
does that, the
You're
whole
gonna kill him.
city, yeah, the whole city's getting turned upside down.
I think like adventuring like that is super fire.
That is really cool.
I would love to do that.
But tell your mom.
I mean, yeah, no, I'm a grown
Yeah,
man,
definitely
so
so.
like I can do that. But like,
I hope the
Timmy,
pastor
you
didn't
should
get
have
any
told your mom.
repercussions.
He probably
you know?
wouldn't have let him.
Oh, let him go? Probably not.
Yeah, right out.
That's mad work though. Kayaking all the way out to an island. That's
Yeah,
mad
that-
work.
They said it was like
Kayaking
a
is
day
hard.
trip to get out there and then spend a few hours.
Yeah, kayaking is like mad
It's
hard.
wild.
Yeah.
It'd be cool though.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Yeah, I would have just like. I'm
I
not
mean-
gonna lie. If I'm doing that, I'm probably just gonna like take stuff to be able to camp there. Might just come back.
May
in
as
the
well
morning.
Yeah, all in
make
one
it worth
day.
your
That's
while.
You're right,
that's a
exactly. You
lot.
know what I mean?
Yeah.
Facts.
This is a story from Becca Clark. My craziest youth ministry story happened while we were on our winter retreat in Gatlinburg. We were loading up to leave downtown and head back to our cabin. And as I'm loading one of our vans, and after the first 4 teens get in, I look up and I notice that we are parked nose to nose with a cargo van. Now, this van had no windows except the windshield, and all I could see through that windshield of this van that was parked in front of ours were boots in the air. Before I could get the words out of our students to put their heads down, one of the boys already had a Snapchat video of it, and my teens were very slow moving into our van.
Wait a minute. I don't think I heard that right.
Yeah, no, you did. You did.
Their church van was parked face to face with a random cargo van in a city, And as she's looking out her front windshield, she sees into the other van. She sees 2 feet with boots up in the air.
Oh, no. And the kids got video of it?
Yeah.
Nasty little kid. See?
Hey, somebody was knocking knees, man. They were
boots.
knocking knees in there.
I don't identify with this generation. I really don't.
Not
I would
Mackenzie's
never.
not
way
identifying. This
No,
is crazy.
I would never. That is so nasty. First of all, the people are nasty.
Nah,
every
that's
time
funny.
you see a white van, you know it's youth group.
It probably had the church van
I don't know
or the
about
church
that.
name
The
on
church
it.
van.
You can rent white buses and
not
white
only
vans
churches.
from
no,
Avis.
that's so classic youth group. I know other people use them for different things, but that's so classic youth group. It's the white van. Everybody knows that.
Hey,
I want to know who parked first.
I mean, I feel like it
Like,
doesn't
did they
matter.
purposely-
Once there's a van in front of it, you come out to your car, you're like, oh, there's a white van in front of my car.
y'all forget where they were at.
Gatlinburg?
Pennsylvania.
Yeah, crazy things happen in Gatlinburg
How do you know that?
because it's the Berg, brother.
Have you ever been to
Gatlinburg?
Gatlinburg?
Who don't know about the Berg?
Have you ever
Oh,
even been to
okay.
Gatlinburg?
No,
Do you even know what state it's in?
PA.
No, Tennessee.
It's in
cool city.
It's.
It's literally in Tennessee.
I'm thinking Gettysburg, y'all.
Oh my gosh.
It is Tennessee,
thinking
right?
Gettysburg,
It's Tennessee.
yo.
It's either Tennessee or North Carolina. I'm almost positive it's Tennessee.
So it was definitely
Not
a youth group
Gettysburg.
van in Tennessee.
Yeah,
It definitely
yeah.
was.
Not
Permit.
Gettysburg.
I would have called a ticket, made him get a permit.
One more story, and then we will wrap this up. Michael said, when I was an intern at church, we had a middle school small group leader go missing for 2 weeks
Gatlinburg.
Oh my
what?
gosh.
before we found out that he had been arrested by the FBI for robbing 10 different banks over the past 2 years.
Yo.
Where are your background checks?
I was wondering the same thing.
Yo.
What in the world?
No, honestly, everybody that I know gets like caught immediately. How did he get away with that for 2 years?
10 banks, dude.
That's crazy.
This guy was good.
He had some
Mackenzie, who do
He
you
had
know
some
that's
skills.
done that? That's what I want to know.
everybody
You
on Mobile Patrol.
On what?
Mobile
said,
Patrol.
not mobile. Just
Is that a show?
Mobile Patrol. No, it's an app that
like
shows you
knockoff
like
cops or something?
No, it's an app that shows you like
This
all the
week on
criminals.
Mobile Patrol.
All the criminals in your area. And so there's people that like rob like little banks and little 7-Elevens and junk. Everybody gets caught. I'm so surprised that he didn't get caught for two years.
This guy knows what he's doing.
But that's not the point. Middle school.
Yeah, that's
middle
crazy.
school youth leader.
That's wild.
You bet not. You know what? He probably had like the most fire gatherings at his house though. He had like all the best snacks.
Yeah.
Pizzas.
Yeah, he
got-
probably
That guy
did.
was loaded.
ordered movies
He
off
probably
of
did.
Prime
He
and
probably
junk.
did.
No, he was pirating them. If he's robbing banks, he's definitely pirating them.
Why would you do that?
Huh?
You got the money.
Yeah, true.
Go all out.
Yeah, true. Why not? It
I
was
wanna know
good
what
2
his-
years
Buy you
for
a
that
nice
guy.
house, too.
That guy lived it up for 2 years.
2 years.
Probably,
he did.
probably sort of fat offering, honestly. The wealth
Imagine
of the
he
wicked is
tithed
laid
off
up to
it.
the righteous.
Yeah.
Come on.
Is it wrong if you tithe off it?
It's not. It's your gain.
Hey,
Yeah,
I'm,
honestly,
just
like
wrongful
it's
gain.
clean money at that
I'm
point,
not
right?
saying a word about this.
The Lord
I'm
will
not
use
saying
it.
a word about that.
All right,
Lord will use
guys.
it.
I appreciate you being here for this episode of Youth Group Chronicles, Mackenzie and Isaiah. It has been a pleasure having you on the show. Once again, if you're listening to this and you have stories that you want to send in, ygchronicles@gmail.com. We would love to hear your crazy youth group story. It's what keeps this show
That man-
alive,
that man
honestly.
was going for 2 years. That's
Without stories, there's no more Youth Group Chronicles. So keep them coming, guys. Check out our YouTube, Youth Group Chronicles. We'd love it if you subscribe and hit that notification bell.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We want to go on the road and we want to come visit you. So if you have a conference, if you have like an anniversary coming up, anything like that you think that you would have a whole bunch of teenagers at and they just need some, whatever to be able to do like a break or anything like that, bro, we'd love to be able to be there. And, we love Jesus. We love y'all. We love what we get to do. So we just want to do it with y'all. All right.
Basically,
so
you
can
guys
definitely
would
book us.
be the guests on the show.
Yeah,
You'd be
right.
the ones blind reacting with Isaiah, and I'd be reading some stories. So we think it'd be super fun
There's gonna be a
to do
lot
an
of
event
fun.
like that. So if you guys are interested, you can email us at ygchronicles@gmail.com, and we can send you more info. But other than that, we are signing off until next week. Thank you all for listening to the show, and see you again soon.
Bye.